Gemini, hi guys, how's everybody doing? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Alright, Gemini, let's see what's going on for us this week. I'm looking at the Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Is this an emotional week for us? It looks like some type of decision needs to be made about, like some type of conversation or communication. Seeing this in the pre-shuffle. It looks like something's coming to an end. You may have just had enough of something. It's maybe a connection with someone that you have. Seems like something is just not working for you anymore. There's a lack of fulfillment that I'm seeing with us starting off with the Eight of Cups. But the thing with the Eight of Cups is that you feel like you've accepted this, so there's a sense of acknowledgement and then walking away to go find something that's going to feel more fulfilling. You may have had the opportunity to walk away, but you tried something again or gave someone another chance, something like that, but then they keep showing up in the same way, and so there's a sense of like really being done. Maybe needing to communicate that now with the Knight of Cups. Tell somebody how you feel, which I don't see as being a problem for Gemini. But you want to choose your words wisely, I'm hearing. Choose your words wisely. It looks like some clarification is coming through. The way that I read these cards is that somebody's coming through to drop some sort of truth on somebody else, to clarify a situation, to clarify actions. It looks like it's all related to how somebody's feeling about something. So that clarity you've been waiting to give or receive is definitely coming through. Yeah, it looks like after you go through some sort of breakup or separation with someone, or something is not continuing, there's a sense of you taking time for yourself now. Like, I'm seeing you get out of some sticky, cyclical situation, and immediately it's like you feel like you're on, like, in new territory, and things feel very clear to you, because I'm seeing a total sense of murkiness at the top of this spread, and then it's like you break through to the other side of something, like into a new cycle even, and there's a sense of like feeling like you have your wits about you, things feel very clear to you, everyone is communicating properly, there's a sense of like understanding or even having an epiphany about a direction you want to be going in. There's also a sense of like you taking care of yourself, of self-care here with the Four of Swords. This can even be you being like, I'm so good stepping away from a situation now because it's not something that I'm going to continue. Because it looks too like you may have been like trying to connect with someone and they were not trying to connect with you in the same way. This is somebody that's too guarded to connect. That is what the issue would have been with this person. Because I'm seeing you even step up and be like maybe even more expressive about how you're feeling. Like you may have even like adopted new communication styles for this person, and it's like they still wouldn't budge when you were trying to like communicate and have certain conversations with them. Because it's interesting to see you start off in like such watery energy, so I'm seeing this like definitely be something that had you caught up emotionally, but there's a sense of you like getting to a point where you're like, clearly this can't continue. So I'm seeing you like kind of snap out of this situation, even though I'm seeing for sure that you definitely like tried as much as you can, but then you have to accept that you can't control what somebody else is going to be doing. And then there's a sense of you like snapping back into just like normal Gemini mode. Like I'm seeing you just like feel like yourself after this situation. So, and maybe too you feel like you can walk away from something because like you tried your best and you tried all you could, and there's nothing else for you to do. There's nothing more, there's nothing further. Because I'm seeing too, like if you continue trying to connect with this person, there's a sense of hitting a wall, hitting a block with them, which you know. So I'm seeing you just take on the perception that it would be futile to continue, because you can't force someone, you know, and we have to accept that. For some of you too, you may even be in a situation where it's like you may think that you know best for someone, but at the same time we have to allow everybody to make their own decisions too. So, like, maybe they would be happier if they would just, like, listen or let their guard down or whatever. However, that's something that they have to choose on their own. Keep seeing the High Priestess popping out. Let's see. I'm not seeing any major arcanas yet. Leo, Scorpio. Yeah, I'm seeing you be prepared to move on, and there's a sense of like knowing that you're going to feel more fulfilled, knowing that you're going to feel happier and moving on, because it's like you're moving towards the sun here, and the sun is like pleasure, joy, excitement, affairs, fun things, being in touch with your inner child, playing. And you know too that you're going through a big transition, a big change right now. It looks like you're reconnecting with yourself. It feels too like you're more open and welcome to express yourself in the way that you want to. And maybe because of this relationship, maybe kind of because you had to chameleon for this person and try to like appeal to them in different ways, you felt like you weren't fully being yourself. Maybe because you were, again, trying to like adapt with this person, but it seems like now you're just kind of going your own way and you feel very much like yourself. You're not really adapting to anyone else. There's a sense of just like you doing things for you here and you feeling genuinely happy about doing that because it's not for anyone else. There is definitely a sense of like with the Death card here, I'm seeing that like if you truly want to walk away from this relationship, like this can be the end of it, and this is not something that you would renegotiate or revisit. But there's a sense of knowing that if you truly commit to walking away, that again, this is something you're not going to renegotiate. So it's like, is that a good thing? Is that a wanted thing? Is that a desirable thing, or is that not? And I guess getting to a point where you're figuring out that for yourself is what's going to help you figure out like whether or not you truly want to walk away. It seems like it's justice for what was going on in the connection with this person. Like you going through this big change and you for real walking away from this, it seems like karmic justice for what went down. And that's not to say that this is like out of spite or anything, it just seems like natural consequences to me. Again, karmic justice. So yeah, it looks too like you have a new opportunity opening up for you, Gemini. So do you want it? Do you not want it? Because you're going to have to make a decision about this, I'm seeing. Looks like something opens up. It's like right as you walk out the door, someone else is opening another door for you. So you get to decide whether or not you want to walk through. Again, zodiac-wise, I'm looking at the sun, which can represent Leo. I'm looking at Scorpio and Libra. Ooh, for some of you, you're getting a new job opportunity. That's cool. Yeah, you may have applied for something and you're hearing back. For some of you, there can be like something that you're joining up with, something that's going to be financially beneficial. Maybe partnering with someone or something. Or this can be someone, this can be somebody reliable coming through. I'm looking at the King of Pentacles. This would be somebody well off financially, meaning they're good at managing money, things like that. This person would, if this is a person, it can always be like a business or a company or like a boss, somebody trying to hire you. But if this is a person, this is someone like really serious. This is someone reliable. They mean what they say. This is not someone that's going to waste their time doing things that are ineffective. Which you may appreciate, but they may be more slow moving than you. You know, Gemini energy is very like adaptable and quick moving and very witty and thoughtful but fast paced. This person, you may like perceive them as being like more slow, but that can also be that can have a grounding effect too. Yeah, I'm seeing this can just as easily be work related as it can be connected to another person. So it's like, if this is a job or a company, this is someone who makes an offer to you that you are absolutely going to be compensated for the effort and work and time that you're putting in. For those of you that this is a person coming through, this is somebody that's going to show up that wants an equal dynamic with you. It's like somebody that's going to be looking out for you, somebody that cares, that you feel like supported and respected and all of that. So definitely a sense of balance within the exchange. You know what, I'm getting this energy too. It may be like more than you expected. Like if this is some type of job offer, they may be paying you more than you thought that you would be making with them. High Priestess, how about that? Don't doubt yourself. Intuitively, do not doubt yourself. Wow. For some of you, I'm seeing two masculine figures. Okay. So archetypally, I'm seeing two people coming together. I am looking at a relationship. I'm looking at something very desirable. So this can be a partnership when it comes to like you working in a place that you really like. For those of you that this is a person that's coming through to address you, you would feel intuitively, psychically even connected with this person. I'm looking at the High Priestess in the very center. It looks like you guys both have your own individual storylines. I'm seeing like this person comes through in a way that feels very ideal to you. It feels very stable. It feels very secure. It feels very reliable. This person may be good with plants. I'm getting that. Or like even... I'm trying to find a way to word this. Like, they may have a green thumb, but it may not just be with plants. Like, this can be with money, too. Like, maybe there's some type of entrepreneur or something with business related to that. I'm seeing you would definitely have, like, good conversation with this person. You just feel like it's very natural and easy to speak with them. You may be the one... Like, this person may not be the first one to open up and say something about wanting like a more serious relationship with you, but I'm seeing that that's the direction that it looks like this is heading in. If this is work related, it can be like you having a contract or committing to working with a business. But I'm seeing you be on the more talkative end. Like, this person kind of shows up with like a contract or whatever it is that they have, but they may not say as much. So I'm seeing like you being the initiator when it comes to certain conversations, things that need to be talked about. Like, this person would definitely let you lead communication wise, vocally. This looks like something new. Yeah, I'm seeing like heavy earth sign for one of the parties here. I'm looking specifically at Taurus. I'm also looking at the moon. Whatever this thing is that's unfolding, it's definitely a guided experience that's happening. But it seems also like it's kind of a testing ground, even. So I'm getting like the way that you pay attention to your intuition and the messages you get are going to be very important. There we go. Your faith is going to have influence on this situation too. It's interesting, not everything may be obvious or laid out for you, so there's a sense of like really trusting yourself through this process and listening to yourself intuitively, because it may be like somewhat of a different type of experience than what you've had before. Which seems exciting. I'm seeing for some of you in your synastry, you may have the moon conjunct Uranus. I'm seeing them touching here. I see that as being significant in the readings when it pops up like this. Or maybe this is in your personal birth chart. Yeah, what it looks like is that you're going through a karmic test right now. You're going to be required to take a leap of faith with where you're going. There's a sense of like gathering more information on this direction, but you're not going to be able to know everything. For some of it, you just have to like believe in where you're going, to trust your path, to make decisions intuitively. So there's like, I guess, a limited amount of information that you're going to have in relation to where you're going. Maybe because it feels like whatever cycle that was that you had been ending, it needs to be completely cleared up in order for you to start that. But I'm seeing like this as being part of the process, like part of your karmic test right now. Let's get 2 more. Thank you. Yeah, I'm seeing it be really important. You will only be able to gather so much information about this new direction you're going in. A lot of it you're going to need to rely on yourself intuitively. I'm hearing intrinsically, creatively, and to work with that aspect of yourself, because I'm seeing the Queen of Cups here be like an energy of you, an extension of you that you're working with. I'm seeing that there's a lot of like harmony and balance and flow wherever you're going next, whether this be like you stepping into a new career or a new type of job or something like that, or this is you entering into a relationship with someone. There's a sense of like harmony within the relationship, whether this be interpersonal or again something like career or job related. And there's a sense of like really needing to have faith in yourself, like gathering the information that you can, so you have as much as like you're able to gather, and to also like really trust the process and to have faith in your intuition where you're being guided, like really trust your gut as well, because it looks like this is also part of you working with yourself in a way where you're going to feel like a strengthened bond between like you and your intuition, and also like you feeling very in touch with your emotions in a way where you feel like initially you're understanding what you're feeling. So it may be like a shortening of the processing time when you're experiencing certain things emotionally too. Very cool. So I'm looking at Taurus, the moon, Uranus. All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.